Hello one and all, me and team here, and welcome back to Let's Play Foremost Servitor of Jagannath in Europa Universalis 4. When we left off, we'd just gotten done with some colonial wars over here, trying to put together a Hindu Brazil, and picked off Rome for an extra missionary, which will be granted to us once the month rolls over. I have had some time to think. I was going to hit the Ottomans next, but I think my next best target is to declare into the coalition. So we are going to continue on with that in mind. We only have 385 provinces and 1,200 tax. So could be doing better. Ming has a fair few provinces. We have some provinces tied up in vassals. If I really wanted 1,001, I would probably have to sack going for South America, because this is going to take a while. But our foremost, lol, achievement focus is going to be getting this achievement, because I do not want to go for this one twice. I can get 1,001 with most nations in the game. So, but some much more easily than others. Probably wouldn't want to try for it as like Lulu or something. That'd probably be bad. And New World Nations, that would be an interesting attempt actually. But no. So, are you a member of the coalition against me? You are not. And you will probably not give me access either. I was sailing over there, but I am instead going to sail over here. Specifically to punk Mali for their tropical wood and whatever else I can get. I hold none of these. All of these are Mali. So I want to grab these provinces at minimum, and then as much else as I can get from Mali. I am coring Rome right now, unfortunately, and so I really don't want France annexing that. It would be extremely inconvenient to have that happen, or not annexing, sieging it. Sieging it would be inconvenient. Annexing it would be worse, because that would mean I lost a war. And I have no intention of allowing that to happen at this stage of the game. I really shouldn't be losing wars now. Okay, we have one colony going. I'm just due for so many patriots and nationalists. So many. Oh, if only I could afford to go for humanists. But I can't. Not yet. So, the other thing we'll want to do here, if I have enough mercs available to pull it off, looks like it. We're just going to buy a few things here, just so that we're in position. Why do I have... Oh, so you don't have tolerance at the start of a month, or start of the game. It needs to tick in. So I am sailing... Let's go to the right place. Go here. And apparently... What is this? Oh, that's just my troops marching. We have lost the effects of lots of things. Quite a few, actually. And yes, we have gained conquest of Rome, opening up the ability to convert more. That's actually very handy, even though we cannot convert Rome itself, and we are going to get rebels there, almost certainly. It's unfortunate, but... Oh, one problem with doing this is if somebody sieges this out before I finish the war, then I'll have to go over 100% overextension. Yeah. We have a lot of ground to cover. Rome's the only thing that's difficult to convert with an Inquisitor, and I'm kind of violating my policy here of going for the hard stuff first. Go for the hard stuff while we have the reasonably young Inquisitor. Oh, and that's right, I won't be able to convert Rome either way for a while. Not unless I take Vishnu. And I want to re-elect. I don't want to just focus on converting Rome. Once I get Rome cored, it's not going to be that big a deal to keep it in line. I mean, there's not any real downside to putting claims on Mali. I'll keep putting claims on Mali. You're not in the coalition. You're not in a coalition. A lot of these nations could be in a coalition against me. They could join it. I believe... I thought Oirat wasn't it, but I guess they're not. On the other hand, if the shipping takes long enough... Oh no, here we are. Here we are. And the only other thing I want to do is make sure that my mercs are all ready to go. It looks like they are about... or completely. This just gives me enough to handle Aircan, although Aircan is still backwards, so... The other thing to check is that making sure France doesn't have cores on anything we care about, because that would also be annoying. It doesn't look like it, though. Okay. So as long as I can beat France sieging Rome, I just hate to... I hate to draw that. I'd like to get a little closer. Not too much closer, though, because I don't want Ottomans in on the coalition. I want Ottomans next. And how long is my truce with Portugal? Portugal proper is going to be a while. The alternative is to declare on Spain. Where are you, Spain? Oh no, I made Spain part of that same peace deal. But if I really wreck Mali, I will have trucing, yes. I will have truces end with some of these guys, so I'm actually just going to let the corps progress a little bit here. We don't want to dally too much. We still have ground to cover, especially over here, but also in exploring this region of the world as well. Okay. And yeah, for a while, I'm not going to be colonizing that well. It'll pick up a lot once I finish influence ideas. I'll tack up. Well, basically, I'll finish influence, grab exploration, and explore, and then I'll tack up and diplo to 22. And I'll probably just sit at 22 for that. Is that enough? I think that's enough. And, oh, they have 11 dudes there. You frickin'... No. Just 2 is enough. These guys don't have any technology. Don't need to worry about that. It's not too much. Something has to be done. And that something is to lose all your diplomatic power. Thanks, game. Now we can bring in Ferrara. Ferrara will join a war against Arakan. We'll just go with fire here. March in nice and slow-like. And because we know Mali has to join... Where's the wood? There's 2. I know there's another one. Oh, fine. I'll just look at the province view. Oh, it's not in Mali's hands. It's in Bonneman's hands. They are a they're a protectorate of Mali. The problem is, I can't get a nice CB on them because they are a protectorate of Mali. Oh yeah, here we go. So, it's just these 2 that Mali holds. Is that right? Yeah, it seems to be the case. And I'm already in possession of this one. So, the African tropical wood was not that hard to get. I just need to do one more war that involves Mali by declaring on their protectorate. Now, if you get a truce with the Overlord, you do get a truce with the protectorate now. So, that's pretty unfortunate. And something to watch out for. Man, the attrition is quite bad, even with defensive. Of course. Well, I should have beaten Arakan by now. Yikes, no. What are you doing? You know what? I realize it'll delay me a bit. Hopefully France takes its time figuring out how to actually attack me. I want to grab a general and go deal with those. I can get my troops closer before that. Okay. Third missionary is actually a really big deal overall. Oh, 4,000. I didn't even notice in time. Okay, are we winning? Yeah, we're winning. We're winning this fight over here. And we got him. So I'm just gonna pull these guys off for a moment. Man, those huge forts can be annoying. And Mali is counter-sieging us, but we're not too concerned with a counter-siege by Mali. Just grab the tropical wood provinces. Now you should be able to grab this guy, go here, then there. And it is Mali we shall fleece. Fleece for lots of provinces. Yeah, we can take one more, right? Probably shouldn't have, but yes. Yes, it is possible. And then back over here, we'll just throw these guys back on. Won't do a lot either way. Ooh, very nice. We got a westernization attempt by our good friends China. We are much less likely to see an explosion. Okay, so we got that cord up. We're not going to do this because there's no way to disable the event spam. Take Jabal. Well, we could. I'd rather just keep putting claims on the Ottomans, though. I can core a lot of Ottoman land, and contrary to what you would normally expect, because I am Mughals and that is distant overseas, the Ottoman land, which is usually richer than stuff you'd want to take, is going to be relatively cheap. So that's nice. Looks like Mali is lifting its siege. I would like to border Timbuktu. Oh, and I don't have tier 2 admin efficiency yet. I can take this. It's no longer ahead of yours, but the next level of admin efficiency, what I call tier 2, I think it's a reasonable thing to call it, is 14 years ahead of time right now. So really not a lot of reason to go for that. And oh, Songhai is in on this. A lot of nations are in on this, not just Mali. And I guess it's not that important. I just need this border and the tropical wood provinces. So I really don't need to assault up there. I could just clean things up in this region instead. I got some colonies going down by Portugal here. A number of colonies. Those wouldn't be bad to seize. But on the other hand, well, no. No, they've got those 22 regiments, and if they're not going to force my hand, I'm not going to deal with them. Protectorate of Songhai. It's always pretty lolsy when you win wars just on the concept of occupation. France is in on this war, they have to be. Yeah, because of the coalition. Man, I don't want to deal with this. Oh, please tell me you don't have a claim on that. You have a claim on that? And this is going to take a little while, unfortunately. Going for that. Well, since you're here anyway, just assault it. While you're in the neighborhood, get another fast occupation. Although I could use a little bit of morale. Oh. Of course. We do have conversions going on here. They are 80-some% done. And that's good because they are negative stab. I'm not sure if they're in internal conflicts. Yeah, unfortunately I lost my Holy War on Portuguese Brazil. That's okay. I still have Holy War on Portugal should I need it. So, of course they're going for the Tropical Wood Province. And I'm really starved more in morale than anything. Oh, we're getting back there. Yeah, big morale is a really nice help. Wow, they built a lot of units. Go pick those up. I'm going to actually bring my forces that are intended for combat into this. Masses of infantry without support, really not so good for combat. Doable, but not great. Glorious will Mughals be. Have 1 prestige. Well, it beats other events. I guess Mali can't make up its mind. Oh, that's right. I was going to look to annex these guys because they're an eyesore, but they have a lot of AE with me. I can offset that a little bit by giving them some money, but not this much. Neighboring different religion minus 20. Worst comes to worst, I could just break the vassalization and attack them after a while. They would not be expensive to core, and they will be a pain to Diplo annex if they are going to be like that. Not that I'm hurting for roster slots a great deal, but yeah, because I could just dump the Morocco alliance. It's not critical to me. It's not really doing that much for me. I just haven't had much reason to dump it because they do have a couple units, and they're Western, current tech. Show me one more useful ally that I could actually get, because they'll be a nice distraction to a number of nations. Alright, give me some morale. And this is probably more than I can realistically take. Am I being sieged up here yet? No. I guess France got into one of those wars that they couldn't break free. Ah, jeez. Are you done yet? I can at least see that they're converting it, so that's good. Especially because their stability is so low, and I definitely want to keep my candidates. Okay, so next up is here. Only 1.8% province. Oh, because they're going for a 6-tax province. Well, we'll do our best. They are going to get Patriot Rebels soon. Apparently already willing to colonize, too. Interesting. Yeah, they're negative stab, so I can't feed them because they won't core. In fact, they're not going to core that colony. They will colonize that and not core it. And that's obnoxious. But okay, kick these guys loose. And I guess we'll just, I don't know what I'll do now. What kind of overextension am I looking at here? I can at least plan out the peace deal. So that's all the wood. Really? And I kind of understand the reason for that. It's by nowhere near the most egregious UI thing in the game. It's not even close. Because at least there, like, okay, maybe you want to select that unit in emergency. So, yeah, I mean, okay, I understand. Yeah, this is just going to be a matter of sieging out Arakan now. And keeping them from unsieging anything. Just take 100% here. Unless I am too close to finishing a colony. No. Not with this low diplomatic technology, I'm not. Hold the line. Yeah, have some fort defense. Sure. Well, fort defense never hurt anyone. Oh, I could take a diplomatic idea. And we are getting pretty far down. Oh, I get an extra diplomat. Or a diplomatic relation. So now I really don't want to dump any alliances right now. You know, I could probably let AE cool down in Europe. The only question is, do I want to? Because you saw how I was having trouble accruing enough war score to take a whole bunch in the New World. But, You know, if these guys join a coalition, and they have enough AE to do it, they just can't because of the truce. If I get them into a coalition and then assault an OPM that's also in the coalition, I can get a 100% war score and just leverage that into taking tons and tons of stuff over there. So that's worth consideration. Okay, well for these little guys, I can grab my maneuver general and just clear them out with the mercs. We are pretty well manpower capped, so I'm not doing too badly there now. Just an ion air can. Yeah, this stuff doesn't really matter. Ming's still westernizing, so. How are they doing here? Western influences, +5. No, they have war exhaustion. You suck, Ming. And they're gonna get more, too. That's alright. With these guys on Rebel Hunt, I just need to remember if I get rebels anywhere else to take that off. With those guys on Rebel Hunt, Ming will probably be fine because Ming's rebels are a complete joke compared to my forces. So they'll be fine. And then they'll lose that mandate of having junk and their autonomy and become competent eventually for a little bit. Of course, some of this African stuff, I guess. Man, it makes such a difference, doesn't it? That Roman mission, that missionary I got from taking Rome is basically adding 50% conversion speed to whatever my current active conversion speed is. And that's generally what an extra missionary does when you have 2. It's a big deal. Where is that even? I guess I converted it already. And yeah, these guys are due for an uprising unless they've had it already. Okay, they've had it already. Are they still converting? Yes, very slowly. You catching up in tech? Is that what's going on here? Okay. So, go ahead and do a little sweep. Man, I'm standing in attrition. Supply limit in Africa is not very good unless you build stuff up. Oh yeah, also I only showed it on the stream, I didn't show it otherwise. I am culture converting these because they are same religion overseas. So they're 80% discount on top of the 25% discount, so this costs like 6 Diplo to convert. Ha! It's almost as if I originally colonized it myself. Lol 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 lol. Get some fast claims going. Of course, my other stuff still is nationalism. Okay, I was over worried about France apparently. Let's get a cathedral built. Oh no, I lost a general. I lost my maneuver general. Well, I want an even better maneuver general. Thanks. That's all I get, 5 maneuver, because the 3-1 is not very good for high tradition, which I have. Should be pretty close to max. Yeah, I'm at 98 tradition. I have a lot of tradition for getting that kind of roll. But then, on that particular style of unit, where I'm just walking around and assaulting stuff, not too worried about that. That's fine. Oh, good. We're at 100%. So... can take one more, not that one apparently. 99%. Okay, and it's over than the first of the month, so we shall raise autonomy where we can, which, as far as I can tell, is still pretty arbitrary. Yeah. Why? Why am I able to only do it some places here? I guess if it's over 75% you can't, but there's some places I can't even if it's already at 75%. I don't know. Do not know. Ooh, look at that internal conflict brewing. So, I suppose now we prep for the Ottomans. be able to handle any uprisings here. Yeah, I'll just sail to this place. It'll be a little faster. Oh. I did say I was considering hitting Congo up, who is allied to Holland, who is allied to Portugal, and I could co-belligerent that. Could do that. These guys aren't really ready, though. I mean, I could throw them a ton of change. I could. And they don't really have anything to spin their stuff on except for... Okay. Normally, I would take free traders where you must be and grab the mercantilism. I am not at a point where I care about that any longer. We're just going to take this. Lower mercantilism at this point just doesn't faze me in the slightest. I'd rather just have a little bit of extra Republican tradition at this late date. Although I don't have the achievement for 100 merc, but there's no way I'm going to get it here. It's just not going to happen. Man, these guys didn't care about that at all. Medibari is a vassal. And yeah, I can tear up Eastern Africa really quickly too. But there's an order to things. We will do that in due time. Huh. Well, that's basically no worse than they would normally have with the mandate of having lost, so... Oh man, that AE is... No! My Inquisitor died so young! No! I don't have a +3 advisor available. I guess I'll just go with this guy. I mean, at least I can lower my unrest a bit. So now it doesn't really matter. And you'll... Yeah, as you can see, this stuff gets really, really slow. In fact, 2.1%, 2.1%. What are these guys? They're a higher tax, so I can let those continue and probably not suffer too much, but we're going to want to do the rest. Oh yeah, of course. And I guess I can just keep them here. I'm not hurting for money. More claims on the derps. And we are going to sail up here, grab our actual general, and get ready to throw down with the Ottomans. Because they have a lot of things that belong to the Mamluks that need to be returned to the Mamluks. Oh, are they done with their war? Oh, but they are now fighting against Commonwealth and Austria. Are they attacking into that? No, Commonwealth has declared an imperialism war on Golden Howard. But now is a particularly good time to hit the derps then. And yeah, we got cores going. We're good. That cost, man. That cost is nice. How are my colonies doing? Hopefully I don't go over. No, I'll be done long before that colony finishes. It kind of annoys me that they will refuse the core but still colonize like that. But they'll get there eventually. They'll eventually pull out as long as I don't keep feeding them. It's going to take forever, and it's going to delay my feeding of Brazil until like the very end of the game, but they'll do it. And that's the other reason I'm not going in on Portugal over there right now. Is because if I get to the next level of admin efficiency, I can basically tear up an entire CN at once. Or very close, including its trade goods. Brazil has a few. I don't think La Plata has any. Wow. I wonder if that's like out of the region or something. Castilian Brazil. Brazil's a ton. New Granada, Spain. Cuzco, but we can get that after we make a CN. There's some in the fog there. And we have some annoyances. Yeah, we're going to have to go after England as well. No big deal there. In fact, we can take that alongside. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Majapahit. Do I have spare units to recruit that I could just sit on them? And I could add 50, but it would put me over my force limit. When Ming's done westernizing, I could probably just leave Ming to their own devices, so Majapahit's not crucial. They do have the wood, though, so... Just need to get my assault stacks ready. Actually, I'm going to land my assault stack straight into Syria. Or, well, it is supposed to be Syria, but it's actually Iraq for now. Iraq is western. Not a terrible vassal, actually. Come on. Oh, right, I'm running slow speed. Well, I'm going to want to do that for a while now, because I'm about to land on the Ottomans, so... Yep. September 11th, we land. And... Morocco will join. There's a lot to answer for still, Ottomans. Don't think I've forgotten. And best of all, no coring, because I can just give stuff to Iraq and Mamluks. Or minimal coring, perhaps. One downside here is I still have military to take. We'll just have to deal with it. Now, they've already got a distraction, so... I might be able to do a lot of damage before they react. It wouldn't be the first time it's worked out that way. Yeah, I know I'm lagging in Diplotech, but it looks like admin's going to be a semi-sticking point here because I've switched off of it so hard to fill out Diplo that I'm going to let it recharge a little bit. Iraq's going to town. How come Mamluks aren't going to town? Don't tell me you're already AI frozen Mamluks. I'm going to put them on supportive and then put them on aggressive. Although, I don't want to jeopardize my occupation speed just for that, which is going swimmingly. And they've converted all but 2 of their provinces. I think I said in the previous parts, I don't expect them to... There we go, that shook them up enough. Got the pulse going again. Sometimes it's hard for the AI. Just can't get it going. Oh, hi. I have a feeling the Ottomans aren't going to be doing too well here anyway. So I'm going to put these guys together and just block the straight crossing. Oh, come on. Actually, other way around. You go here, and the guys without generals go there. Because they seem to like attacking across Constantinople a little more, so... Just something to bear in mind. Yeah, man. Self-converting with Hindu feels like I'm using Animist again. Because the last time I used... I can't reach that, can I? Do I have them anywhere else? No. Sortie is useless. Okay, and I'm pinned in. What's my current naval force limit? We're just gonna make more transport ships. Rather than proper naval dominance, we're going to go with proper naval mobility. Oh, but the Ottomans have... What? They've got stuff in the Indian Ocean. Screw you, Ottomans. Still, I can position this for future. Now, hopefully I don't get all my crap flipped back to Portugal, because that would be really annoying. Oh, well, okay. That's for future reference, because for now, we can just get military access through Holland. Done deal. Much better. Keep snagging these. Huh, Asian. A lot of this is European though, so I want to grab it. I want to lower their power base as much as possible while they're all fighting someone else. Not that it's going to matter a great deal. And I think here, because these are Fort 2s, I can split up and do it. Although I might need a little more morale back for this. We'll test it out. It would be nice to get more stuff done. Speed up the wars even more. Oh, that's right. These guys are colonizing into the tropical wood, I believe. Yeah. That's not England, that's Yan. They ever westernized? I don't think they did. They just pick expansion. It is their second idea group. So they take it fourth. Or second admin idea group and they take it fourth. Interesting. Oh, I already killed them. Already killed those rebels dead. So we shall just do some assaults. Okay. It doesn't look like the Ottomans are bringing anything to bear. They have stuff. Well, between them and their allies, they do. No, the Ottomans have a fairly large force. I guess they just don't have it in a good location to fight me. Well, it's unfortunate for them, but I'll take it. It seems to be the way I've beaten them numerous times. Did you ever westernize? And you're going back to a bureaucrat candidate for a little bit. Oh, and we got a young one. Very nice. Because influence has been completed. And who else other than Shiva? Could go Vishnu, but I'd rather save on monarch points and fight the rebels. I'm pretty well permanently running at maximum manpower to fight rebels anyway. And although they have certainly annoyed me, they are not really doing anything too crucial to my progress. They're more annoying in subject territory, honestly. Speaking of which, still -2 stability. Still going slowly on this province. If they took a movement support, they'd go much faster. That is more problematic. The Dutch Patriots are. Because I can't get there very easily. Unless the Ottomans get out of here. Then I can grab my auto rebel hunters. Oh, by the way. Just go ahead. Knock a few more provinces out. Looks like without the maneuver, it's hurting me a little. The Ottomans don't really seem too interested in me leaving now that I'm here. Almost. This is just bad play by the AI. They're running over here outnumbered like this. I'm not sure where they're going, actually. All that discipline, all that supposed manpower. Now let's cut them. They're not going anywhere. Ah, they are now. They're escaping. Unfortunately. November 14th, November 18th. '24th, 24th. Close, but I probably won't catch them. Muhammad. 30th, December 7th. Nope, go to Kanya. They seem to be wanting to go west, so I'm going to try and block them. Looks like I won't be able to catch them until Adana. Yeah, I'll be able to catch them there, though. Because they will cancel that order, and then they have nowhere to go. Yeah. 27th. They're not getting away. And at this point, I'm even ahead in tactics. Part of that is because I do have the discipline from Mughal ideas. And I will send a second colonist. I'll go over my limit a little. Doing fine against rebels still. Do want to rough them up there a little. No, Morocco is having problems with its rebels. Were it not for that, they would be in good shape against Tunis. They've pretty well prevented any showings of Tunis against me or my vassals, though, so that's useful. Oh, that's high autonomy. I don't really care about them having that. So, we'll just go for the stuff that counts as European, which is a lot of this, actually. Well, enough of it. And I can't cross the straits. I'm getting sieged by Dutch rebels, which is really annoying. Corsica. It's fun to own that province as a Hindu nation, or any of the or like anybody that's non-standard, Eastern, pagan, or Hindu. It's fun to own provinces like that in Europe. Now, what kind of conversions are we looking on in Rome here? It's closer with the cathedral. It's 10. I have 10.5, and they're at 14. If I get an Inquisitor and switch to Vishnu and take a policy for 10 years, I can probably do it. I could have just fed it to someone who could convert it too, but it's not that big a deal. Once the nationalism tapers out a little bit, I'm actually not going to see any unrest there anyway. So if I can't convert Rome, Oh, there'll be a little bit of EP and shrinkage, but aside from that, it's not a big deal. And I'll just blame that on it being relatively colder than usual. Alright, let's see here. Would Mally please pass the wood? Got a question from Doogie. Hello, I am new. Could you please tell me what is a vassal and why is it better to have one than actually own the territory? Oh man, that's not something I can answer quickly on a Let's Play. Well, I'll do my best to answer it quickly. I can answer it quickly, I just don't know if doing so will be an effective answer. Basically, the cost to annex a vassal goes through diplomatic power rather than through administrative power, so you can distribute at which points you're using to annex your territory. And you can annex vassals. If you watch this from earlier in the game, you'll see that I've annexed a number of nations and now it is my territory. For example, all the region that encompasses Delhi at the start of the game, that was a vassal. I had a reasonably sizable Ahmednagar. Yui was here, I annexed them. Tongu, I fed Tongu pretty big and annexed them. So it costs Diplo rather than admin. And for most nations that don't have a big core cost national idea, like say the Mughals have, which I formed later, I was not Mughals from the start, I was Orissa first, of course. So if you're not like a big core cost reduced nation, the combination of administrative and influence allows a policy that reduces your diplomatic annexation costs, and that's a mislabeling. It's actually 25%, I'm pretty certain. And on top of that, you get minus 25% just from the national idea or the idea group for influence. So that comes out to minus 50%, and the base for annexing a vassal is 10 diplomatic power per base tax, rather than 20 for coring. So you can save a lot of monarch points annexing vassals. Now, there are of course some disadvantages to annexing vassals as well. There's more autonomy, so you're not going to make use of the land as quickly after annexing them. And then really the final reason to go after vassals is just because their units, at first, they get more units out of their land than you do. So it's also a nice early power boost. Ooh, attacking my non-general stack, are we? That's bad too, because this is Holy War, so I need to go reinforce this. And we almost have the ships. How long until Dutch Patriots in force? I have some time, but I don't want to mess around too long, if possible. Let's see here. Guess we start throwing claims on Mali. Might as well, right? Although who I really want to claim on is Portugal. Put some stuff on Portugal. Can I culture convert it? Not yet. Oh, I had a recent uprising there anyway. So that's a ways off. You ever finish this? Are you even close to finishing this? As long as they're converting, I'm okay with it, though. Okay, so I did win that battle, although it roughed me up a bit. I'm actually going to move them over here, because it looks like they're going to retreat somewhere further away. It also looks like the Ottomans have been thoroughly throttled, though. That's like their last stack. So the Commonwealth, plus me together, and Austria, has really crushed the Ottomans quite soundly. I should be reasonably safe to just throw a whole bunch of dudes all over the friggin' place here. They won't siege quickly, but they'll siege everywhere. And this is just to expedite things a little. They don't even have cannons on them, but it's fine. How many guys do I have left here? Okay. And then you can just take a nice little hike over there. Because the Ottomans don't have anything down here that can resist. And alright, we have our 3 ships in most of these areas. So let's put that together. We're gonna try and sneak sail to deal with my rebels. Ottomans might blow me up for it. Shirvan entered the coalition. Ooh, about to finish some conversions, including Zizal. So now we're gonna work on the easier stuff for a little bit. Corsica, kind of. Oh, I'm about to get nationalist rebels there. It's actually kind of bad. So I really don't want to work Corsica just yet. I guess we can work on the Buddhist stuff a little. As long as our missionaries are constantly going, making progress. Definitely just give me the admin power. That is by far the only thing I need. I don't need money at this point. I think these are over here. Yeah. Starting to convert the Kamer stuff. You ever finish westernizing Ming? No. No, you did not. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna divide up the video.